Yo, what is going on, guys? So with the release of Season 3, we got two new weapons, which is the railgun and also the new SMG. But I've heard some people say that if you pack a bunch of the new railgun and zombies, it actually gets a special ability which is supposed to be really overpowered. So today I decided to go into a game and try to get it fully upgraded and see how it performs against every threat level. With that out of the way, let's jump straight into a game and test this thing out. Alright, so here we are actually in game with the MwZ, and I don't know why we gotta level up literally just for spawning in with it, but okay. And because of that, I'm sure you already know, but I don't have actually any attachments on this thing because this is the very first time I'm using it. I might have picked it up in like Warzone a few times, but other than that, I have no experience with this thing. I guess the first thing we should do is just go and test some zombies against this thing, but I wonder what happens if I actually shoot this. It looks like it just damages it normally, which is kind of lame. But here's a zombie, and just like that, it one taps to the head. Not quite to the body though. If you body shot them, it only gets them low. So far, this gun just seems pretty average, and I feel like for this type of sniper where it can only hold one bullet, I should at least be one-shotting to the body, but it only gets them low, and that's pretty bad. Also, I forgot to mention, I brought in a bunch of stuff to kind of help us out while we do this, like a legendary aether tool, just in case I can't find one, because I do want to get this thing triple packed and legendary. And I also brought in a scorcher so that we can move around quickly. But yeah, if I'm being honest, so far this gun seems really average, if not kind of bad, but I guess one thing you can do is get collateral kills with it. I'm just excited to upgrade this thing and get the special ability because that's when this thing really starts to shine. So to get some money, I'm going to head over and do this safe drilling contract because, I only spawn with 1000 because my containment level isn't very high right now. I'm going to try to use this unupgraded sniper against the tier 2 zombies, but where it kind of even struggled against the tier 1 zombies, I'm going to use my wonder weapon if I need to. Yeah, not gonna lie, the sniper literally does like nothing to the zombies, so I'm gonna have to use like my energy mine and my wonder weapon because there's a lot of zombies here. I tried my best to use a sniper, but there's just so many zombies running in. Where they're tier 2, they just don't take damage against this thing, so kind of had to use my wonder weapon the whole time. But it's all good though, because now that that's complete, we have 6k and we do have enough to go ahead and actually pack-a-punch this thing. Here we are at the actual pack-a-punch machine, and one issue is unless we find like a rare or even an uncommon aether tool, I'm just gonna leave this thing at common for now because I don't really want to pop the legendary one yet. So just keep that in mind while we're running around through the tier 2 zone because it might not be doing the best where it is just like a common, but it should still be killing zombies fairly quick where everybody says it's so good. I see some armored zombies over here that we can try it on, and okay, the sniper basically turned into a rocket launcher. The weird thing is the sniper creates like the huge explosion and everything, but it doesn't really do that much damage to the zombies. And also, I probably shouldn't have popped PhD yet because it looks like this thing would be doing a ton of damage to me if I didn't have that activated, but it could be like one of those guns where you're just already immune to the explosion, so honestly I don't know if you need PhD to use this or not. There's a mangler that's shooting from over here, but I don't think it's gonna really do good against him because it was kind of struggling on the zombies, honestly. It only knocked the zombies over. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the spore control contract so that we can make some more money and hopefully it gets better damage double pack-a-punch. But overall the ability that it gets when it's upgraded is really good. It's just I don't know why it does so little damage. Another thing about the sniper is that just like how you want PhD if the explosions actually do damage you, you definitely want to use speed cola because where it only has like one bullet, every time you shoot you have to reload. So having speed cola is huge for this gun. Or even now that I think about it, if you have mags of holding, this thing would basically turn into just an automatic rocket launcher with a ton of bullets. Just like that, we're finished with the contract, and sadly we didn't get an aether tool, but at least we got the guaranteed money. Now we're closer to being able to upgrade this thing again. I think if you're in a horde of zombies, or if there's a bunch like coming after you or something, and you just spam this thing at the ground, you're basically invincible because all the zombies just keep getting knocked back, and they also take a little bit of damage each bullet. By doing this, I'm getting hit here and there, but I'm never really close to dying, which is kind of crazy. That makes this the perfect backup weapon. If you're ever about to die and there's a bunch of zombies, literally just take this thing out and start spamming it, and you should be good. The only issue I can imagine is like boss zombies coming after you because they don't really like get knocked over by this thing. They might flinch a little bit, but they're still going to be able to come after you and attack. Alright, I'm doing one more safe contract just so that I can get enough money to double pack a bunch of this, and this thing is just crazy good for this because even though there's all the zombies coming in, I'm literally just spamming it and they all get knocked over. We also just got another level up, and that just reminds me that there is 0 attachments on this thing, so I wonder how much better it gets with actual attachments. Alright, here is a prime example of what I was talking about earlier, where the zombies can't really do anything, but right here there's a mangler and he's just taking 0 damage to this thing. I'm gonna use my energy mine, hopefully that'll kill him. This guy is so annoying. He literally takes like 0 damage to this thing. I might honestly have to pop the legendary aether tool right now, even though I don't really want to. Dealing with bosses or literally just anything that has even a decent amount of health is definitely this gun's biggest problem. But anyway, we have enough money to upgrade this thing, so just like that we have a tier 2 pack-a-punch sniper rifle. It is still gray, but I think I'm just gonna head to the tier 3 zone now and see how it does against those zombies. I've still got 3 self-revives just in case things get bad in here, and also I'm gonna activate the legendary Aether tool right now. Let's go ahead and activate the P&D. Right now I'm just hoping that not too many boss zombie spawns, but I'm pretty sure there's guaranteed like a disciple that'll spawn or something. From what I can tell, the sniper got a decent damage boost from me upgrading it to legendary, but it still takes a lot of time to kill zombies. Well, here comes a mangler and I'm just crowded in zombies, and he still doesn't look like he's taking very much damage to the explosives. Especially manglers, like not even really every type of boss, but the manglers specifically are so strong against this weapon because they can just keep running after you, like while swinging their little hook, and they'll do so much damage. Finally, I got my energy mine back to deal with this mangler. There he goes, I think I got him. We finally completed the contract though, and the zombies weren't really an issue the whole time. It was literally just one mangler that was attacking me the entire time. We didn't really get anything I need from that. I guess an epic Aether tool in the sigil is pretty cool. I did a quick deliver cargo contract, and now I'm gonna go upgrade this thing to tier 3, so it'll be at its full potential, legendary and tier 3 pack-a-punched. Here we are at the pack-a-punch machine, and this thing is fully upgraded, so let's go and test it out against some zombies. Right here, and that actually did like half of that zombie's HP. That was actually really good compared to what we were doing before. I think fully upgrading it gives it a pretty big boost. I'm gonna activate the spore control contract so we get a lot of zombies. And I guess we just got a scorcher case from a large crate. I've literally never seen that happen before. That's lucky. Here we are at the contract, and I don't really think the explosion radius or anything got bigger for upgrading it, but it definitely is doing like a decent bit more damage now. Even with it fully upgraded though, the bosses are still just impossible to deal with, so you want to make sure you have energy mine or bring in like a secondary gun to deal with the bosses. And that's the last spore, so we got a juggernaut. I'll stow that, that's pretty good. Anyway, after all of that, I'm sure you can see that this gun is pretty good. It just has the main issue is with the bosses and all that. But overall, I think it is worth it to like at least try this thing out and see if you like it or not, because the fact that it like knocks over the zombies and you can just spam it that much is honestly pretty crazy. You can become basically invincible. But that is going to be this video, and if you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.